Hello, everyone. We are Team WXY. I'm Jun along with Kathy and Tong. Our client is the ICPSR design team. ICPSR is an international data archive for social and behavioral science. It has a powerful search engine that allows users to search and browse desired dataset and resources. Their main target users are researchers, professors, librarians, archivists, students, and etc. In this project, we need to assess and evaluate the search engine and offer some recommendations in order to provide user a better searching experience. During the whole semester, we use several methods to evaluate the website, from having an interview with stakeholders and creating an interaction map to have a further understanding of the problem statement. And then we conduct 3 user interviews to collect user feedbacks and expectations. After doing interviews, we did a comparative evaluation. We compared the ICPSR website with other 5 competitors so that we can have a comprehensive understanding that how this data providing platform work in the current market. And then, based on what we know about ICPSR, we spread out a survey to target users and gathered over 50 responses who were using ICPSR in the past 6 months. Since we did a lot of work on the search engine of ICPSR, we had a heuristic evaluation. We used the Nielsen heuristics, but eliminate number 5 and number 7 based on the previous feedbacks. At last, we did 5 usability tests. We create several tasks for users to complete. All of our users are somehow familiar with this website. According to all information we gathered and what we learned from users, our team has 4 key findings and will provide recommendations for each. Now, Cassie will talk about the first 2 findings.
The first finding we found is that there are too many filters that lives on the left side of the search results. To be exact, there are 19 filters that lives on that particular section, and it exceeds the real world conventions. And those filters on ICPSR are not ordered in a logical way. For example, in our usability testing, users provided the feedback that they rarely use some of the filters because they are not aware of what the filters will perform because the definition are not clear. So we recommend that the ICPSR condense the filter options to less than 10 filters and display from the most used filters to the least used filters. And the most used filters will be expanded automatically when the users enter into the search results, and the later ones will be closed as shown currently. And we also suggest to offer explanations to jargons when users are hovering over the filter options. For example, there will be a tooltip that provided explanation of what the class if filter will be performing. And also adding an active filter section on top of all the filters will allow users to glance through what they already selected and deselect any unwanted filters with convenience. Lastly, adding a filter that allows users to exclude any non-curated data will provide a better user experience. During interview and usability testing, users said that they come to ICPSR specifically to use the clean and curated dataset, and implementing those filters will allow users to get the dataset they desired with ease. The second finding is that search tips are visually hidden and do not incorporate all the Boolean operations that are supported by the search engine. As you can see on the left image, the users need to expand the search tip button under the middle search bar. And even though they expanded, some of the Boolean operators are not included in the search tips. For example, the search tips included to use the minus function to exclude any unwanted keywords in the search. However, a capitalized not operator will also perform the same functionalities, but are not included in the search tips. Thus, we recommend to adopt an advanced search bar that will assist with Boolean operators. For example, on the image in the middle, that way users will be able to use that template to key in whatever keywords they want to include or not include, and do not need to worry about which operators will work and which will not work. And also that way the search guidance will be more visible to users as well. Now Tong will talk about the later two findings.
So the next finding is that the site currently has two search bars located close to each other. In the usability test, most users use the global search bar instead of the middle one. We also noticed the view all button was rarely used. We therefore suggest to remove the middle search bar altogether with the view all button. To make the search experience more efficient, we recommend to implement a drop-down list of suggested search terms in the search field, like the Google search engine did. For instance, terms that are usually searched together are provided to users as they type, and highlight any search terms in the search results section so users can scan through the results quickly. And lastly, we found that users are not clear of where to seek help on the site. The help and FAQ page is currently hidden under the Find Data tab and lacks visibility. In the usability test, all participants scroll down to the footer to find help related information and did not use the help section under the Find Data tab. We therefore recommend to remove the help section from the Find Data and implement an obvious ask for help button across different pages where users can access help quickly, just like how the UM library did with the Ask a Librarian button.
So for the discussion, although we were able to define the problems and the recommendations, we still have some shortcomings. For example, first of all, in our team, none of us is an expert in data archiving. We may not able to evaluate the success metrics in an expert way. Second, our team only interview users who were somehow familiar with the system. They may not able to give us a new aspect as same as a new user. At last, all of our recommendations are based on usability severities rather than technical feasibility. Thank you for the support not only from the client, but also from the instructor team during this semester. We are Team WXY. Thank you.